gamers, and welcome to FANDOM. And today I have for you nostalgia, that old familiar feeling. Here on FANDOM Vids, I kind of thrive on nostalgia. I love talking about 80s movies, 80s horror, 90s movies, cult classics, physical media, and I tend to collect physical media that is of older films and classics and everything, or stuff that maybe I didn't get to see the first time around, but I'm coming and finding them at a new point in my life, and it just takes me back. And I love nostalgia. I thrive on nostalgia, and it's just fun and entertaining to be able to go through all this stuff with you guys here on my channel, my audience and everything. And I know the word nostalgia has been looked here recently as a bit of a dirty word. People are kind of tired of it, and I totally get that. I understand that. We've kind of been living in this bubble of 80s, and now we're moving into the 90s here, and it's just something about those times and these things that take us back. And I think there's a way to do nostalgia right? Yes, I do, and I think that's been proven that nostalgia can be done right as long as you have people behind the scenes that are respectful of what came before. And I think, some of the biggest examples of those are Cobra Kai, which is very respectful to what came before. And also, just recently, we had two new ones, Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was very respectful to what came before. And then with Spider-Man No Way Home, which is a massive hit, and it was extremely respectful to the previous Spider-Man. And, these actually are very rare, but they've done enough with the nostalgia and the new that it's got people hooked. It bridged the gap between older fans and newer fans in ways that I don't think a lot of people have realized, because not only did they give us these new characters and these new storylines that they can go off of, but they gave us what we loved in the past. And so that's the way and they did it in such a way where we're comfortable now, where, if we will no longer see so-and-so character, we have these characters now that were taught by these characters or were part of these characters' lives, and they can tell new stories and go in a new direction, and you don't have to just lean on the nostalgia. So I really like that, and I think that's fun and entertaining. And then also we've had a slew of just like entertainment where they've tried to use nostalgia and have just utterly bombed. And I think that's one of the reasons why so many people get so sick of nostalgia and member berries and everything, because they try to use it in a way like, take for example what we just had, Matrix Resurrection, or a lot of people like to complain about, and I myself have complained about as well too, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, specifically The Last Jedi. They try to subvert your expectations, and they give you these like, oh, it's going to be nostalgia filled, and we're going to show you this character and this character, but then we're just going to completely say, forget the past, it's bad, it's horrible, this isn't the hero, this is the hero now, and they're just uninteresting and unentertaining, or they're just using the name and so many remakes out there to feed off your nostalgia to go to it. So I understand why nostalgia has gotten a bad name, and it does aggravate me as well too. And I personally, I try not to go too much into nostalgia here and there, because I mean, like I said, I thrive on it. I love it. I love doing it here. And so occasionally I will try to do newer things here on my channel with newer movies and everything, but it is really hard to find newer movies and entertaining movies that I like, because they're just not very good, and they're trying to capitalize off of my love for things and nostalgia from the past, and using it in a way where it's very disrespectful and just like, hey, remember this ain't important anymore. So you got to do it in a way that I think is very respectful. And I think Cobra Kai, like I mentioned earlier, is the top way to do it. But I really think Spider-Man No Way Home, whether you love the MCU or not, I think that did a fantastic job of just everything culminating in the Spider-Man world that so many people love. And that's not one of the reasons I brought this up, because do I think the tide is turning? No, I honestly, I don't. But do I think that maybe it's starting to be pushed? I do. I do think it's starting to be pushed. Now, whether we ourselves speak up and start doing stuff like, with Cobra Kai and Spider-Man No Way Home and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and showing that this is the type of entertainment we want, this is the type of nostalgia we want, and this is the type of new stories that we can take from these, with these new interesting characters, where we don't necessarily need the characters from the past. Even though, don't get me wrong, I would still love to see a Ghostbusters movie with the original Ghostbusters team, just them. Don't get me wrong about that. That would be great, but then also we can do with the new kids and everything is passing baton. So I think that's where you can breed new stories and elements. But also, I do think we need to take these lessons and maybe trying to find a way to create newer entertainment that we can all love. That maybe years down the lane, our kids will be nostalgic for that, but in a way where they can create new stories as well. I think that's my point. I'm not trying to ramble too much or anything. I just, I felt like doing this video, and I just love, just being able to connect with you guys and just get my thoughts off the way I get them off. And I hope I made some kind of sense in there. I hope you took something away from all that and know that here on Fancy Vids, nostalgia is alive and well. I will try to keep my love for physical media, 80s horror, 80s movies, 90s movies out here for you guys, for all that who want to see it. And I will try to also do my best to cover a couple new things every once in a while. But I will be honest, it will probably be hard to cover a lot of new things because I just don't find today's entertainment entertaining or fun. But we shall see. And maybe if we start, accepting more things like Spider-Man No Way Home and Cobra Kai and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and getting new stories from there, and fighting back on the entertainment that we actually want to see, and pushing the entertainment that we don't want to see out of the way. Maybe somebody will see it and start making good stuff again. But I mean, how disappointing was it to find? Did we really need another Matrix movie? Did we really need to see Luke Skywalker turned into Jake Skywalker? Come on, do better than that. And at the end of the day, just go out, buy you some VHSs, get you some Blu-rays, 4Ks, watch you some 80s, 90s horror movies, find you something new that you do like, on Blu-ray or 4K that you can actually be entertained by, and maybe start new nostalgic memories. I think that's what I'm getting at. Respect the past, be nostalgic, enjoy nostalgic, live in nostalgia, but move forward and also enjoy new things. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section down below, on your thoughts on this whole nostalgia thing and these movies, and what you like. I want to know what you like. And please give this video a like if you liked it. Share the video out for everybody to see. And if I earned your subscription, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching wherever you guys are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Godspeed.